the 28th of the 2nd, 21, and this upload this afternoon is with regard to individuals that have caused me very serious damages, harms and losses, and that have obstructed the course of justice. The Department of Justice is fully aware of the offences I've experienced and the Ombudsman procedures that I've conducted to resolve the wrongdoings that have occurred against my child and I. The issue that I am raising this morning is with regard to disturbers in society, liabilities in society that have facilitated adultery that I have endured as a deserted wife, and that have conducted unlawful actions with regard to my property and my nuptials. I'm still legally married, and I'm experiencing the most inexcusable assault of human rights since becoming a married woman because of people's vested interests in my marital property. Now, they've already caused very serious harm to my child, and there's also the other human rights issues that I've mentioned. So these issues that I have experienced have highlighted a neurotic tendency of mentally disturbed individuals that are pathologically lying and obsessively intruding upon me. They don't live with me, they don't have first-hand knowledge of me, they have not had any appointments with me, they have falsified circumstances, and these are mentioned all in my impact statement. So the issue of disturbers in society and liabilities that have damaged my child and his upbringing with unlawful actions, and that have developed from circumstances, artificial developments that are not favourable for justice, and that have disturbed the peace and that have disrupted harmony in society and nature and wildlife, are all issues that I am raising in this upload. The issue of practitioners and private citizens that are guilty culprits within my proximity to exacerbate their offences and to speak of a person that they have no interaction with, while they are falsifying circumstances, while they are falsifying artificial information, and while they have hacked into my accounts and perpetrated transactions, and while they have also thieved from my photography and my intellectual work, are all incidents of offence against the state. So this is 2021. The authorities have been made aware since 2017, and I'm a peaceful citizen recovering from doctors' medical negligence and mental health practitioners that have perverted my privacy and have discussed my matrimony where they have no right to be discussing anything. So there's a huge failing arising in this circumstance. As a recovery advocate that has worked for the betterment of society, and that has worked as a humanitarian in my community and abroad, the individuals that have imposed and stolen wealth and property and creative and intellectual property, and that have perpetrated spiritual violence and that have damaged a sacred light body, my royal sacred light body, are still issues that are from day to day very pertinent for the Department of Justice to be acknowledging. Wrongdoings against a law-abiding citizen that has worked for the betterment of society being wronged, and an innocent child being wronged because of adults' greed for property that they have no right to, are all serious issues. So the individuals that are intruding upon me, discussing matters they have no right to be discussing, and breaching confidentiality and violating privacy, are all really desecrating the democracy. And basically, the individuals that are in my proximity that have no right to be are kindly asked to remove themselves, because since 2015 they have disturbed the peace since I gave birth, and as a consequence they have also damaged my innocent child. So would the government mind acknowledging the very serious dangers being caused in a democracy due to incompetent adults unable to mind their own families and their own children, and that have caused irrevocable, irreparable harm to my son. And also, as well as that, I'd appreciate they mind their own mental health, and the doctors in particular that are incompetent of doing their job properly. I'd appreciate you mind your own family lives and private lives. You have no right to be in my proximity. I am not a patient of any doctors that have damaged my health or well-being and my good name. And the ECHR, I would appreciate you contacting me directly with regard to all the human rights that are being violated in Tralee by arrogant adults that think they are above the law, that are stealing left, right and centre, and that are a fraud and forgery, and that have no rights to my property or wealth at all.